in Orland left with his old breeze.
Hello and welcome to the Cigar Area. I'm Mike Simmons, and today is Valentine's Day, and I'm going to be enjoying a gift from my Valentine, which is a Fuente Opus X. This is the Reserva de Chateau 7 by 48 ring gauge. Flagship Dominican Puro of the Arturo Fuente line. I was originally going to do a Romeo y Julieta cigar in honor of Valentine's Day, but I would much rather smoke this. It's a very rich tobacco scent to the cigar. This is a long 7-inch cigar. It's got some modeling on there. The wrapper's not perfect by any means. Some discolorations, a few wrinkles here and there, very visible seams. Not too much vein action, but some of the seams are a little rustic looking. But nonetheless, this is the first time I've had one of these, and I've had a lot of other Arturo Fuente cigars, but this is my first Opus X, and I think I'm going to really enjoy it. Very straightforward black tobacco flavor on the first puff. A little bit of hint of nuttiness, maybe some nutmeg in there. Slight bit of cedar on the retrohale. It's a firm draw. It's a very firmly packed cigar. There's a little bit of give down here at the foot, but the rest of the way up it's very firmly packed. And it does have a firm draw, but it is producing good smoke. Nice even burn to start off with. So I'm going to work my way into the first third of the Fuente Opus X. See what progresses. Be back. Okay, welcome back to the cigar area with the Fuente Opus 10 7 by 48. Well into the first third here. Ash holds on for about 3/4 of an inch at a time, then it sort of drops off. It could be because of the humidity this was kept at, or it just could be the structure of the cigar itself. Flavor wise, we have a nice rich tobacco core flavor, very prominent, as with a lot of the Fuente cigars. Very rich Dominican flavor. Has a nice creamy cedar flavor, blends in there as well. And it started off with a little white pepper on the finish, and now it's transitioned into a black pepper on the finish. So it's a bit spicy on the finish and on the retrohale. It's quite tasty. So I'm going to work my way into the second portion here, see if anything changes. Be back. Okay, welcome back to the cigar area with the Fuente Opus X. Well into the second portion of the cigar here. Burns still relatively straight. Ashes continued to fall off at about 3/4 of an inch increments. Flavor-wise, the tobacco core flavor has diminished some more, and that creamy cedar has become very prominent. Black pepper on the finish has turned back to a milder white pepper, but it's pronounced. It's more discernible as a finish flavor, as a spice, but it's not that tart, tangy black pepper flavor. It's a nice white pepper. It's a good to medium to full body. It seems to have, it was pretty much medium up to this point, but it's the last few puffs it started to get a little bit stronger. And as I said, that the spice on the finish, that pepper, white pepper, has become much more pronounced. It's very flavorful, very creamy, still producing tons of smoke. There's no residue. It's burning nicely. I'm about an hour into this right now, so it's going quite well. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to work my way into the final third here, and see what progresses from that point. I'm going to leave the band on for now. I might come back in between there and take the band off just to see how that goes. But I'll be back shortly. Okay, back with the Opus X. Wanted to let you in on the band removal ceremony here. Getting dangerously close to the band. See the burnt, a little wavy there as I'm working my way in this final third, but take this band off, see what happens. Oh yes, perfect, beautiful, gorgeous band. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, back to the cigar area with the Fuente Opus X. Well into the final third here. That little curve in the burn straightened itself out pretty well. It's a little curvy, but didn't require any touch-ups. Flavor-wise, that rich, creamy cedar has remained. The white pepper on the finish has remained. Good flavor. It's pretty much the same as the second third, but it has gotten more powerful. It's, I'd say, smoking medium to full right now, which happens a lot with a long cigar like this. The longer you smoke it, the more potent it gets toward the end. Not unexpected. All in all, I'm going to give the Fuente Opus X a 10 out of 10. This is a delicious cigar. It burned very nicely. Complexity of flavors went from a rich tobacco core and a sharp black pepper to a cedary creaminess with a white pepper. Back and forth with the peppers a little bit, but it still had a nice spice on the end all the way through. Good tasting cigar. Not exactly sure about the price point on this. I think they're about $20. This was a gift from my wife for Valentine's Day, so it was much appreciated, and it was a great smoke. So I want to thank you for tuning in to the Cigar Area. Please check out my website, thecigararea.com. If you like my videos on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Come to my website and send me an email, enter the contest. A lot of cool stuff on there. Until next time, I'm Mike Simmons. This is the Cigar Area. Happy smoking.
Darker fish cleave, creamy seas, and all I'm left with is a breeze. Doesn't even reach my knees. There's too much in this